Hey, hello. I didn't realize I was already live. Well, we're live already. Hey, how's everybody doing? How is everyone? Let me see about getting this in a good spot. I don't even have all of my stuff turned on, y'all. I just went ahead and clicked on live and didn't have everything on and goings on and things happening. Let me make sure. Okay. Hello. Hey, Sharon. How are you? Let me go here. All right. Good deal. Oh, hey, Vanessa. Hey, you and your feelings, baby. How you doing, honey? Are you like not working, darling? What's going on with you? Cause usually you're at work right about now. Yo, I can't find them other two rings. Hey, operator. So a lot going on. There's a lot going on. A lot happenings. Yeah, a lot happening. But I just we're gonna. Oh, I have some natal charts and stuff to go through. So we're gonna try to. Yes, you baby. We're gonna get to some of the stuff tonight, and then I'm really thinking about coming back on to go live. But guys, I have to eat at some point. Like I haven't eaten anything all day long, and that's nobody's fault but my own. But I haven't eaten anything all day long. So I want to know how everyone's doing. Oh, called off the week. Okay, darling. All right. Want to know how everyone's doing. Checking in on you guys. Waiting for the live to go out a little bit more. But we'll, those of you that I've got individuals lined up with, we'll still do the individuals tonight. Hey, Fit Goddess. I'm trying to find between work, guys. I really still got to work. And, the day job and this, I'm trying to figure out good times even during the day to go live for a little bit just to chit chat with you guys. So we'll work through it as we go along, okay? And I want to always be live at night, and then my European folks who really need me too can't reach out. So all right, we're going to go over the astrology in just a second. I just wanted to get the tarot pulled. We're going to go over the astrology, and let's just, hey, Yolanda, let's really start looking forward to, I'm really honestly looking forward to the equinox. It can't come soon enough as far as I'm concerned, guys. So let's look and see what the astrology looks like for tomorrow. All right, let me get my pen. And then we're going to make that about a 3. All right, so the astrology for tomorrow, for the better part of the day tomorrow, the moon is fast approaching Pluto. So okay, let's back a little bit up. This is for tomorrow. Hey, Alpha Aries. Hey, Jenny. So let's back it up just a little bit. I know I wasn't on last night. I've been preparing. Okay, so cut me a little slack, y'all. I've been preparing. Today the moon has been solidly since about this afternoon, since about 4 o'clock. So actually just about 3 hours ago. Okay, the moon is right about here. I'll call it right about in this general vicinity, okay? In Capricorn. Mars would be about back here, and I can pull this up, but Jupiter's pretty much where it's at. This is what's about to happen. Oh. Sorry, I saw something else for tomorrow. This is going to be interesting. Hey, Amy. Hey, Mel. Okay, so all day tomorrow. So until about 2000 hours Central Time. So 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern. You know, the moon overnight's going to be traveling, and it's going to, so it's coming past the stellium in Capricorn. What that says to me is we are really very much, of course, so there's a lot of things that I can see that have happened at the time of this recording, which is March 17th here in the States. Happy St. Patty's Day. A lot of emotions surrounding home, hearth, our necessities, where our income is going to come from. Are we secure in our income? All of that very much. Hey, Mary. Hey, Nini. All of that is coming. Our feelings, our emotions about that is really coming to the forefront. This stuff, don't forget, is, well, it's saying it's sextiling. Yeah. It's sextiling by degree, Chiron and Lilith. By sign, it's squaring it, basically, right? We're coming into the squaring portion. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely crazy. I'm just looking at this chart just right now. So you're getting this like straightforward. By tomorrow, though, okay, for the 18th, by March 18th, the moon will be conjunct Pluto. It will have passed over Mars. It will have passed Jupiter. It's still within this mixed stellium, right? Still within this, I need to secure everything. How do I need to, what do I need to do to survive? What do I need to do to thrive? I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive. Some people, it's going to be this like super crazy, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Fear because maybe we don't feel like we've prepared enough. What if we go on lockdown for forever? What if we? Now that's a lot to do with this bad boy just sitting here still chilling. And a lot to do with this bad boy coming up fast. Mercury and Neptune about to come back into each other's presence. So the crazy thoughts could be starting up because of that. I'm so sorry. And also, I got to check something out. Bear with me one moment, y'all. Wow. Tomorrow, Saturn is holding on for dear life in Aquarius. The 18th, Saturn's holding on for dear 29 degrees, 44 seconds. Like literally 15 seconds away from Aquarius. And it'll be holding on for dear life 29:48 on the equinox. Like it is really trying to hang on to its position in Capricorn. So these are some harsh, hardcore, no holds barred, no, oh gosh, that was a nasty thing I just thought of. No foreplay, no nothing, right? I'm just going to teach you this lesson. Like, bam, 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 bam. You didn't learn it before, I'm going to teach it to you now. You didn't want to transform before, I'm going to transform you now. World, you didn't want to learn before. You didn't want to transform before. Bam, bam, bam. I'm going to teach you right now. I'm not letting up on you. I mean, Saturn is just like, before I go to my second house, before I leave my main house, while y'all three is playing over here in the cut, laying in the cut playing, I'm going ham. I'm going in. I'm not cutting you any slack. There is no slack to be cut. This is what you must learn, and you must learn it now, because I don't have time to wait on you anymore. I don't have time for you to decide how you feel about it. I don't have time for you to decide, well, maybe it'll be okay tomorrow. No, you need to get this lesson now. No, you need to ascend. We're not playing anymore. No, you need to take this seriously. How are you going to be earning money from here forward? You need to take this seriously. How is your life structured? You need to take this seriously. What am I about to do? And you need to take seriously the fact that you are called to something higher and greater than what you might think that you're called to right now. And if you're called to something higher and greater, and you already know it, light worker, light warrior, indigo, and starseed, then hello, I don't have time to wait for you to like dilly-dally and piddle around about this. Get on the bus. The train is moving. It feels like it's moving slowly. I don't know how many of y'all watch Westworld on HBO. I find it quite interesting. You need to go watch it. If you have HBO, if you need somebody's login, find it. Because there is this the AI has awakened to who they are, yeah? Okay, no, Jim. Not right now. Right? And the mistreatment and all of this. And now they're recognizing, one in particular, that they're gods. Now, I'm not saying what they're doing or what they're about to do in the human world is right, wrong, or indifferent. But they're recognizing who they are in a conscious level. And those that have been stuck in the loop are coming out of the loop. We've been stuck in the loop. And we're coming out of the loop. This is meant to break the loop, guys. Understand, this is meant to break the loop. What we're going through right now, because we've been cycling and cycling and cycling and cycling and cycling. This here tomorrow is quite interesting. Pars of Fortune conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So look tomorrow to see some level of real, like we know that we're going to have some level of real relief, first of all, financially. But I would on the 18th really spend as much time as possible. Take the time to meditate, take the time to listen, take the time to see, take the time to hear, so you can see in this new world, with this new level of spirituality, with this new level of awareness, with this new awakening, where do you fit? Where are you going to thrive? This is saying to me, because the Pars of Fortune, when it comes around, that's like the time to strike. So on an individual level, because we've got this stellium happening on an individual level in Capricorn, trining fixed earth, fixed seeds that we're planting so that they can bring harvest later. Listen for the revelation, so that when it comes time to plant the seed on the 19th, can we please know where the hell we're planting our seeds? Because y'all, if y'all could see the 19th, y'all. By the 19th, by the time we're celebrating equinox, Pars of Fortune is dead on Venus. This makes me way too excited, y'all. Doing what we love, but you got to get the understanding on the 18th of where you're supposed to be planted and what seed you're supposed to be sowing. And how that seed and how that what we're planting is going to be transformative for our greater achievement and how we're going to thrive and not just survive. We're called to thrive. There's going to come many, many, many more into this global awakening as the great teacher moves into Aquarius. That starts that 30-year cycle. Hello? Of greater think. That starts that 30-year cycle of higher spirituality. That starts that 30-year cycle of clearing some of the ancestral karma. I cannot believe. Ooh, I'm going to have to pull this out. That starts the 30-year cycle of ancestral healing so that we can arise and awaken and ascend. This is the cycle that's starting, right? As Saturn enters into Aquarius. There's a lot of interesting lessons that have to be learned by those that are still stuck in formal religion and haven't kind of opened themselves up to a greater understanding that religion is fine. I have no issue with it. However, there's more to you than that. And we have to start understanding the greater good is within and without all at the same time. Okay. You mean your Venus is in Aries, Janet? So this is a very powerful day tomorrow. So I'm the 18th. So on the 18th, what I want you to be doing as we prepare for Pisces to find the sun to exit Pisces and come into Aries and about to come conjunct to Chiron and then hit Lilith, pretty much both at the same time. We're about, a week away or so from the new moon? No, we're just a few days away from the new moon. Oh my gosh, I'm like I'm behind. We're about 3 days away from the new moon. 4. I'm going to call it about 4 days, 3 to 4 days away from the new moon. We're around the corner from the equinox. We're in a position where Pars of Fortune is conjunct on the 18th, Uranus. And trining Pluto and Jupiter and Mars and the moon conjunct. How you feel, notice how you feel about your personal change, your personal transformation, and please embrace it. Please embrace it. Please stop fighting it. Please stop allowing the global crap that's being thrown and pushed down your throat to stop you from your transformation process and from identifying where your personal transformation so that you can achieve that which you came here to do originally. Stop allowing the fear to blind you to what the fortune is. We absolutely have to. Spend time in meditation. Spend time listening, seeing, writing everything down. When you go to sleep on the 17th, and if you nap on the 18th, I don't care. But whenever you're sleeping, I need you to tell yourself, I will remember my dreams in the morning. And whatever I dream, I allow my subconscious for my greater good to implement it if it's for my greater good. And before you go to sleep, give yourself, your higher self, permission to dream and manifest things for your greater good and give you vision, knowledge, wisdom, and light. And then implement that for your higher good. If you had no clue what in God's creation you're supposed to do, I'm going to need you to get a glimpse and a glimmer on the 18th so that we know which seeds to sow on the 19th. All right? So we know which seeds to sow on the 19th. Be in conversation, constant. Now, this chart is as of about noon Central tomorrow. So be in constant conversation, please, as the moon prepares to pass Saturn in the evening of the 18th and enter into Aquarius territory. Before bed, anytime you sleep in, you know what I'm saying? If you're fixing to take a nap, give yourself, higher self permission. Give your higher self permission to do his job. Oh, good, we can see. I turned off some of the harsh backlight. Hey, Trine. My Trine is here. Shonda Rise, Astrology Conversations. Live astrology conversations, because she's all the way live, but she has her conversations live. So please go, if you have not already, please like, subscribe, and check her channel out. All right, let's get to the tarot. Let's get to the tarot. Thanks, guys, for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Comment on these videos, y'all. I love to hear your comments. And let's get going here. We're going to start off, Aries. With the Emperor. Aries, you are really in a position on the 18th. This is for the 18th. Sun, moon, and rising. Aries, be your most authentic self. Speak out. Now look, Aries, now I'm about to tell you to do something, but I'm going to need you to think about what you're saying before you say it. Don't just pop off. I'm always telling my Aries, don't be popping off. However, Aries, my Aries that are keenly in tune with who you are, my Aries that are keenly in tune with your higher self, my Aries that are keenly in tune on how to maintain your thought life, and your spoken word in order, right? You can tame your tongue, and you've learned to tame your mind. And if you begin to hear and think things tomorrow that do not align with your highest and greatest good, I need you to get that into control. And I'm looking at this just now. The fool learns of unspoken energy. Your thought life is as critical as what you say out of your mouth. Out of the mouth, the abundance of the heart speaks. But for you, Aries, out of your mouth, the abundance of your mind also speaks. This is everybody. So control this up here. Think higher thoughts. Think from your higher self, not only solely for your third dimensional mind, continuing to allow it to run rampant and rule over you. Instead, allow your spirit, your higher self, to rule over you, because that is what is in consistent and constant contact with God, with source, with higher self. Okay? Higher self. All right. Emperor for Aries. Hey, Alice. Try. You like that weave, huh? Y'all gonna stop with me. Taurus. This is kind of you. Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, Taurus. This is another thought life, spoken word, throat chakra, right? Be careful, Taurus, what you are saying. Be careful what you're saying. Be careful how you feel. Be careful what you're thinking. Because, Taurus, if you're getting down on yourself and you're just really not in control as well of your thought life, I understand you're being cautious and careful in what you're thinking, but I feel like it's still not under control. I feel like we're still not under control in our thought life and our spoken life. Yeah, we need to be very focused in our intentions. So this is the card of focused intention. Don't lose sight of the goal, right? So that what I just talked about with the chart for tomorrow was more probably the most important and most impactful for you, Taurus, especially for Taurus suns and moons. Not maybe so much for ascendants or rising, but definitely Taurus suns and moons. And the reason for that is with the powers of fortune coming in and coming conjunct with Uranus. That is like one of the most optimal moments to like come up with the start of the business, a business idea, a new career, all of this stuff. A lot of very new and suddenly changing operations. Also anything to do with technology, a higher way of technology, right? A easier way of doing it so you can reach more people. Anything with higher group thought. How can you impact the group, Taurus? You are very much of a singular sign and family, right? So I don't mean to say you're selfish or anything like that, but what can we do to impact as an individual than the group, right? And how can we use technology in order to do so? But you have to focus your intention very much so on what does this new me look like and how does this new me earn money and how, what are the contingency plans and where am I really going to soar and where is it going to make me feel the best, right? What is really going to satisfy me and fulfill my purpose and my plan? So be very focused. What you put your intention on grows, okay? Extreme laser focus. Get a hold of your brain. Hey, Deanna. Hey, Jeanette. Alpha Aries, will you keep that word I gave you for today, tomorrow, and Friday? And Thursday. Gemini. 8 of Swords. Gemini, 8 of Swords. Very dual-minded. Gemini, this is your root chakra. You're not feeling very sure and secure in some of the decisions that you've made. And you're just really kind of wondering, did I miss it? Did I miss something? Did I miss what was real and true? Should I have listened to this person or that person? Where did I go wrong? And it's all in your head, right? Look, it's all in their head. This is nothing really that could have been done any differently. This is nothing that could have been, people are coming at you and probably causing you to second guess because you're hearing all of this chatter, right? And when you hear all the chatter, sometimes, right, in your brain, your third dimensional mind, it can have you question what you knew was so very true in your heart. So understand that reflection is blind, can't speak, not even dressed in the same dress or the same suit that you're in. It is in a very different situation. And there are swords there that are thoughts that are doubts and fears and all of that, worry, anxiety, that are trapping you from seeing that your true self is more than enough, made the right decisions, did the right thing. So you're trapped in your own head. That's it. I mean, that's it. That's all. And none of it's real because those swords are nowhere near her, right? They're all in a reflection. Something, the mirage and the illusion that she thinks she sees, but the mirage and the illusion really is in, the matrix, so to speak. It's in the external world. Well, you yourself should know by now that you can co-create. You are a co-creator of your life. So what you see with your spiritual eyes, your third eye, what your vision you have, you get that down into your heart and your soul, and you get that securely in your mind. Your mind has no choice but to assist in the creation of the reality that you have chosen. There is no choice in the matter. So when we think about, let's just say, the bill's it's going to be hard this month. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. And we think that way financially. It comes to pass. Now, I'm not saying that if you think, all my bills are taken care of and I got enough money to go buy some red bottoms, that all of a sudden that's going to pop up and you didn't go to work or you didn't do anything to earn that money. Like, you got to put your hand to the plow. He or she that don't work don't eat. That's part of the problem in this here country right now. Anyway, but my point to the matter is this. There's a whole other side note we'll talk about another day. However, we can also create our own prisons of our own thoughts, and then we cannot flourish. So Gemini, get out of your own prisons that you've created on a foundational level so that you can flourish. Okay? Cancer, 9 of coins. Solar plexus and sacral chakra energy. Cancer, this is looking backwards and looking forwards at the same time. Looking back, she's kind of looking almost in a mirror here. Yeah, that's definitely a mirror. But not only is she looking in the mirror and seeing the past and seeing where she's come from in a reflection, but her reflection is not just herself. Her reflection is her own abundance and her own self-fulfillment. And she's reaching into that reflection and bringing what is unseen into the seen, bringing what is unseen into the known third dimensional world. She's reaching in there. Look, I'm not telling you a story. So Cancer, use your power. We have tremendous psychic, intuitive, whatever you want to call it, abilities. As the mothers, the psychics of the zodiac. Are you going to grab a hold of your creative power and finally realize you are enough? You don't need the outside world. You don't need anybody else to come in. You don't need that man to come in and help you. Hey, Ryu. You don't need that man to come on in there. You don't need that woman to come on in there. You are your own partner. You can be completely self-partnered. But you have to recognize from whence you came. You have to recognize that power has been imbued within you and that ability. And all God, the universe, creator, all that's being waited on is for you to decide to reach in and grab it and bring it in. For you to send your energy out, grab it, manifest it, and bring it back. Cancer, I'm going to tell you something. With this 9 of pentacles, 9 of coin. With the energy on March 18th, Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancers. This is an innate ability because we have Capricorn at our opposition, right? Our opposing sign of Capricorn. That wonderful, beautiful energy that's over there. We have the powers of fortune and Uranus sextiling us in Taurus. And we've got the sun and Neptune and Mercury all trining us in Pisces. This is a beautiful recipe for next level insight into who we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to be doing and our purpose and our plan, and transformative, like pushing us up transformatively into a new sense of self. And I'm not saying that Cancers, we shouldn't want physical partnership. I'm just saying that Cancers, we should be our own partners first and go through that healing process first prior to anyone else. Okay? Like bringing anyone else into the mix. All right. Leo, be your most Leo self tomorrow on the 18th, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Leo. Be your most excellent Leo self. Yeah. We have the Strength card for you. Much more solar plexus than sacral, but that self-esteem and self-knowledge is so important in order to exercise self-power, right? In order to exercise self-power. Understated strength. And it's getting time for you to roar. It's real close. Now with Mercury finally out of Aquarius, right? And before Saturn gets there, opposing your sun, utilize the lessons that you've learned recently, because again, the collective, the earth, your town, your family needs you to be strong and understated. We need your strength right now to continue to let us know everything's going to be all right. And your strength and your loyalty to make sure everybody is good and we're taken care of, and to help direct, either needs, right? Supplies, whatever, but also just to be able to bring some levity, some love, some happiness, some joy into people's worlds. All right. So, let's walk in our own quiet strength, but being the pillars, right? In your world, you have it, you got it. It may seem a little daunting sometimes, Leo, but we're really counting on you to just kind of shine through and give us that extra bit of, hey, it's going to be okay. All right. Okay. Sun, Moon, and okay. Thank you. Virgo. King of Coins, Virgo. This is what, seventh. This is crown chakra. This is that I know who I am. Yeah. Ambitious goals. Virgo, this is interesting because your chart, yeah. Actually, Virgo Sun, I see completely why this card came up. Because the chart tells me your sun is trining. Let me just bring it up. Your sun here, Virgo, is trining this beautiful energy there and that beautiful energy here. It's basically creating this beautiful, wonderful grand trine of transformation, of moving forward, of ascension and elevation, of what it is I want to be when I grow up. Pars of Fortune and Uranus conjunct. And then we'll have Pars of Fortune and Venus conjunct, still trining the moon. We're going to be feeling good about all of this, at ease, being able to see the plan. It might be a little quicker than what you want, but you're able to see the plan. So this is the time for you to really grow with your goals, glow up, like be all that you can be, and finally be able to visualize it here in the ethers, right? This is crown chakra. This is knowing from your highest being, your highest self, who the heck you are, and then executing it. Knowing that you can execute the plan, right? Knowing you can execute the plan, Virgo. This is a wonderful, powerful card for the 18th Sun, Moon, and Rising Virgo, King of Coins. The ambitious goal is there. The ambitious choices, the ambitious motivations, the ambitious manifestations are all there at your fingertips. You just have to decide to go get it. Libra, 7 of Coins. Another crown chakra card. Libra, can you see it? Can you feel it? Right? Can you feel it? Can you see it? Can you go grab that first coin and see the fruits of your labor? Even if it's just a little bit. Are you seeing it in the ethers? Are you seeing it in the spirit? And are you saying, oh yes, here it is, and let me bring it into third dimensional reality? That's, can you envision it and then grab it and bring it into you? This is a manifestation card. This is, I'm seeing, right? Because I think we talked about the 6 of Coins the last time we were together. And with the 6 of Coins, I've noticed, especially with this deck, that there are invisible hands that are just kind of out there. And they can either be giving or receiving, but it's like all of this abundance really is occurring in other dimensions and not in the third dimensional realm. So with the 7 of Coins, now it's like, oh, wait, yep, I can actually see it. And let me grab just a little bit, because we're going to go to the 8 of Coins and really now put the hard work in, and then eventually get to the 9 of Coins where the manifestation starts coming, and then 10 of Coins abundance. This is a definite transition, right? This is a path to run on. So Libra, go in there and grab that coin and begin to bring it in. Understand that here it comes, and you're going to get a little bit, you're going to get some signs, you're going to see a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just to let you know you're on the right path. Just so you don't doubt. And then it's going to take off. And then it's going to take off. Scorpio. Scorpio. The devil. What y'all doing? Scorpio. Y'all trying to sting somebody? Shadow, shadow, shadow work. I think some of you might have some, I don't want to call them addictions, but fixed way of thinking about things that needs to be released. With Mercury moving back into Pisces, and on the 18th, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for the Sun, you're going to have Mercury, Neptune, not precisely, Mercury, Neptune, and the Sun trining your Sun. You have all of that other, you have the Moon conjunct Pluto, Jupiter, and Mars. in Capricorn sextiling your sun, you have Saturn at 29 degrees 44 minutes, like holding on to Capricorn, trining your sun as well. So there's quite, and then you've got Uranus in the Pars of Fortune and Venus opposing your sun. I feel like that there is showing you where potentially you have not allowed yourself to change, move off of a certain way of earning, doing, right, living, using other people's resources, what have you, to parlay that into your own fortune, personal fortune yourself. So there might be some archaic ways of thinking that are really holding you back. And I'm not going to say that you're addicted to it, but I feel like there's a stickiness to it, like you're stuck there. And that can feel like an addiction because it's not really allowing you to move freely. Like a drug addict has to get their fix. They can't just keep on, right? They can go for a little bit, but at some point they're going to need their fix. And so I feel like there's just some point, there's something that's still feeding you, and you need to figure out what that something is that's holding you back from walking in your full power and what you truly love to do, in your full sacral and full solar plexus power. And once you figure that out, when you release that, like face that fear, face that anxiety, face that worry, then what's going to happen is once you heal yourself, right, you heal and release it, then, right, Pars of Fortune, Uranus opens up to you and shows you this might not be the way that you would typically have done it, but this is the way that's going to work. Okay? That's Scorpio. I don't know why me and this Four of Coins don't like to really jive. All right, Sag, I've got the Four of Coins for you. Heart chakra blockage. The card of the blocked soul. So what are you blocking from coming in? What are you holding on to? Am I going too fast, D? I'm sorry. Sorry, darling. This go around, Sag, I feel like you blocking people, potentially. Be careful you're not blocking the wrong person. Be careful you're not blocking the wrong person. Be careful you're not blocking a blessing. Be careful you're not blocking a mentor. Be careful you're not blocking a partner. And be careful that you're blocking that person, not because you fear them hurting you. Right? I feel like some of you are blocking some very good people in your life that you are, that you don't need to. And you're blocking a blessing because they can't really reach you. And since they can't really reach you, they can't really help you. They can't really be to you what they're supposed to be. And if you would go through a little bit more of a healing process, then you would have a little bit better discernment as to whether or not they mean you harm or mean you good. And you'd be able to accept it a little bit more. Now, some of you are just kind of needing some more heart healing in general, kind of before we get into this fire season in the next couple of days. So Sun, Moon, and Rising, Sagittarians, be quite conscious of your own self-healing journey and be quite conscious of be quite conscious of how you may have consciously or subconsciously allowed people in that ended up hurting you, but really it was your decision to let them in. So taking responsibility or having the ability to respond to that type of person in a different way is going to be critical to unblocking your heart chakra so that you can accept it, right? So that you can heal and then don't have to worry about that. Mary, hey. So the king, hey for now. So the king of hearts is like the king of cups. So I would look the king of cups up in the tarot. King of hearts is king of cups. All right. Capricorn. Oh, I like this card. Oh, I'm so hungry, y'all. I'm gonna get off here and go eat. I am starving. Yes. Capricorn, 7 of Wands. Look at her. Look at her. She's beautiful. She represents the card of indomitable strength. Things are happening, Capricorn, that you do not yet see. Cultivate an unrelenting commitment to rise above obstacles. Hold strong and focus on your outcome. Looky. Look now. Let me tell y'all something. You're finding the strength to defend your position. You're finding your strength to actually believe that you can receive all of the goodness, all of the mercy, all of the grace, all of the manifestation, all of the abundance, that you can actually create a better life than what you ever even thought you could before. That's what you're doing. You're finding yourself, you're like, wait a minute, I don't actually have to work this all out. It's like I hear some of you guys remembering, just like, I don't know how many of you guys know the story of David and Goliath, but when King Saul, tried to give David, young David, his armor to go fight this big giant Goliath, right? Because all the grown men wouldn't take their happy behinds out there and fight this giant. This Philistine. They was all cowering in the camp. So here comes this little shepherd boy. He probably about a teenager, maybe about 17, 18, 19 years old. Somewhere around there. And he comes up, and so he's like, I'll fight him. No, y'all gonna do this, I'll fight him. And Saul tries to give him his armor, right? And David said, I don't need your armor. Right? I got God. God delivered me from the bear. God delivered me from the lion. He just started running down how he had been delivered. Right? How he had been blessed. Right? In all these other instances. And he said, and God will deliver this Philistine into mine hand. You are understanding in spades that you're able to look back and say, this is how things worked out for me, and I had no idea how it was going to. Now, some of y'all may have got yourself in a little bit of a pickle in a position where you don't know how the heck you won't get out of that. But here, you got the strength, and you're going to get the vision on how to get out of it. Now, when y'all get out of this situation, don't put yourselves back into this situation again. Learn from the mistake this time, okay? But you are finding indomitable, undoubtable, unshakable strength to transform yourself from who you have been to who you are meant to be. Capricorn, tap into that. You got some fabulous energy hanging out in the last decan of your sign. And if you don't and can't see this and don't grab a hold of it, I might need to come and grab a hold of you, because that just doesn't make any sense not to take advantage of what you got right there. There's so much transformative to ascension energy in your sign. right before the spring equinox. You are the bearers in the earth. You're the holders of the seed, right? We got to start the seedling in your space. And then we put a little sun on there, a little nice gentle breeze. Then we put a little water on there with the Pisces. And then we add that fire, that heat, so the seed can come up and grow. But you are the initiator of the womb. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we absolutely need you all to gather yourself together and gather your edges if you need to. Anyway, gather yourself together so that you can be ready as we're coming into the spring equinox. Okay. I'm done preaching. All right. Yep. Aquarius, this is the perfect card for you. 3 of Wands, the card of intentional thought. Solar plexus. So those of you that were with me for the third eye and crown chakra class learned about the connectivity between all of a little bit with all the chakras. The solar plexus chakra, though, is the highest of the primal or third dimensional chakras. So it's got kind of like this primal or third dimensional mind, if you will. Fight or flight. I got a gut feeling, right? This is intentional thought. This is intentionally allowing it to drop into your third dimensional mind, what your upper dimensions have seen. Eyes have not seen, neither ears have heard. Well, guess what? Your eyes have seen and your ears have heard spiritually, and now you're dropping it into your solar plexus so you get ignited, and you are intentionally taking your mind and saying, this is what I want. This is what I desire. This is what I'm putting my energy behind. This is what I'm manifesting. And you are intentionally doing it. So this doesn't happen just helter-skelter, just because, because you could toss seeds everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's also a lot of biblical verses on that one, right? You could toss your seeds to and fro, and some of it's going to land, and some of them going to grow. Hey, David. Hey, Tricia. Some of them Aquarius are going to grow. But if you intentionally plow, seed, put the ground back over it, put a water on it, come and weed it. You know what I'm saying? You're intentional. You put your little sticks in the ground and say, I planted green beans here, and I planted, potatoes over here, and I put the squash over there. The watermelon is over there in the back because it's going to grow pretty big. We put the taters over there, and I put the vines of tomatoes all the way over yonder way, right? So you're intentionally planning, thinking, doing, acting on what your desires are, 3 of Wands. So utilize intentional thought, March 18th, sun, moon, and rising, as we move into the spring equinox. Right before this goes right along with the astrological message. So if you go back and watch that, and I probably will break that one out because that was good. Honey, do it before the equinox on the 19th. Okay? All right? Be intentional with your thought, because what you think about, as a man thinketh, so is he. As a woman thinketh, so is she. Whatever's going on in your mind is going to go on in your world. Your third dimensional mind, I guarantee it. Whatever's going on with your mind is going to go on in your world. All right, and then definitely last but not least, I wish upon a star. Pisces, the star, heart chakra. As we're beginning to exit your sign here, Pisces, on the last day of Piscean season on the 18th, sun, moon, and rising, it all comes together. Once again, you've had some fantastic energy, some self-belief, right? You're just really feeling it. Take advantage of the fact that you have that Uranus, Pars of Fortune, and Venus all in Taurus, that you then on the other side have that Plutonian, Jupiter, and Mars and Saturn energy in Capricorn to really finish the transformation. And you still have Neptune, your home planet, your ruling planet, in your home sign, in your ruling sign, right, for your sun. And you still have that there, so you can honestly see these higher dreams and know and be able to manifest it. You see it, you feel it, you know it, and the minute it stays and resides here, and you don't allow it to just like leave you, Pisces, and you allow it to really remain in your heart, oh my gosh, it all comes, right? Because you're emoting that energy from your heart, the strongest electromagnetic field that you possess, and you begin to attract it back into you. Wish fulfillment. It might not always come the way you thought it would, but baby, it's coming. Okay. Whew. All right. You're welcome, everybody. Okay. So, yeah, I got to go eat. I'm hungry. I ate a thing all day. What's coming up over the next couple of days? What's coming up over the next couple of days? Those that are still waiting for their charts, I'm going to try to get them to you tonight, hopefully. We will be doing some meditation tomorrow. I might just record it and then debut it. I feel like we need to talk a little bit more about what's going on in the country right now. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm not really doing personal readings right now. You can go to my website though and schedule some time with me if you'd like. Drink some caffeine. I'll be fine. I gotta eat, child. I have energy once I eat. So if we want to talk about what's going on with the virus, I might just put up a community post and see what we want to do. But I want to have an open discussion, so I want y'all to actually talk. But definitely on the 19th, we're definitely, most definitely going to be doing equinox meditation and rituals. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So, all right, let me get out of here. I'm rambling. Thanks, guys, for being here. I so appreciate. Thank you, moderators, for being here and keeping up with all of the signs and doing all that great stuff. I'm going to go eat. I'm actually going to have some spaghetti with meat sauce and some garlic bread. That's what I'm going to do right now. And then I will see you guys again very soon. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so very much. Namaste. Bye-bye.